vow.
Can't you tell the difference between me and a feral? Fine, I'm really not in the mood, so leave me alone.
You know, I've been debating for a little bit whether or not I wanted to actually make this video, but after playing the Oblivion remaster, then playing the OG Oblivion, I decided to boot up Fallout 3 on my Xbox, and I had an epiphany. Fallout 3 is just post-apocalyptic Oblivion. Now stay with me just a minute. Have a Nuka-Cola and some 200-year-old instant noodles. I am very aware of the fact that Fallout New Vegas is the superior game, but I must say, Fallout 3 deserves some fucking respect. For God's sake, they got Liam Neeson and Malcolm McDowell in this fucking game. And plus, the story is just really solid all around. I mean, it takes you through the entirety of the DC metro area, and as a teenager, I took a trip to Washington, DC. With the knowledge I had gained playing Fallout 3, I knew where everything was, and more importantly, I knew where to keep an eye out for both ghouls and super mutants. When I got there though, I just found homeless people and like a million people riding segways. So I at least found the super mutants. Hell, even the side content in the wasteland is very unique for this game. You have slavers occupying the Lincoln Memorial. You got Big Town. You ever heard of Big Town? It's where all the teenagers from Little Lamplight go when they get a little too old. They're defenseless, scared, their friends have been kidnapped by super mutants. Did I also mention that Big Town is in the middle of super mutant and slaver country? You can interact with most people in this town, and the overall mood from everybody is fucking grim. What about vampires? You like Twilight? I was a Team Edward guy in my youth. Well, you should check out the Arafu questline. You're nearly blown up by this old coot, and then he asks you to go check out the houses, because for some reason a perfect stranger you nearly just disintegrated is capable of doing that job. And you do meet some interesting characters, like the typical American family in the 50s.
Hello? Please.
What the hell are you doing in here? Oh, for the love of... Look, she's dumber than a bag of hammers, okay? So what the fuck do you want? We're great, just peachy. I love sitting in my house with my thumb up my ass.
Oh, and you check the last house in Arafu and you find these two suckers just absolutely munched up. But for some reason their son's missing. I'm not gonna spoil the story for you. Genuinely think you should play it yourself. It's one of my favorite quests. How about Sovereign Citizens? You like that shit? Check it out. Republic of Dave, baby. President Daddy.
This is the Republic of Dave. Duh. It's named for President Daddy.
There's some other quest lines in this game that I absolutely adore, and I genuinely do not want to spoil them because I really think you should play them yourself. Just understand that the Canterbury Commons quest line and the Oasis quest lines are some personal favorites of mine. You should definitely check it out. All I'm going to say is the thing that I think Fallout 3 absolutely trumps New Vegas in is just the randomness. When you boot up Fallout 3 and you get out of that vault, it is like Wild Wasteland cranked up to 10. Little story time, I have no footage of this, so use your imagination. About 15 years ago, I was playing Fallout 3, and I had fucking Firelance spawn while I was going to Super Duper Mark to do the quest for Moira Brown. Understand, I'm like level 3, Firelance spawns, a raider at Super Duper Mark picks it up, and then he proceeds to beat my ass with it every fucking time I go over there. That has never happened since. I have played Fallout 3 off and on for 17 years. I've only had that happen once. The gameplay you're watching now is the playthrough I started for this video. I just got out the vault and my karma is so fucking high. When I went to the Super Duper Mart, there were 2 separate groups of Talon Company mercs waiting for my ass. Yeah, that is one thing about Fallout 3 I don't like. Karma plays a big role in this game. If you're too good, Talon Company comes after you. If you're too bad, Talon Company comes after you. The other downside with Karma is companions. The companion system is not as good as it is in New Vegas, I'll admit that. And also, these companions have their own set karma. And if your karma rating doesn't align with theirs, they will refuse to be with you. All right, where are we at now? Oh yeah, DLCs. The DLCs for Fallout 3 are fucking sick. I just recently beat the Operation Anchorage DLC, and it's just as fun as I remembered. I'm still currently in the process of playing the other ones. Mothership Zeta is probably my favorite quest out of all of them. Here's a list of where I would rank these. As I said, the reason why I'm making this short video is because after playing the Oblivion remaster, I decided to go back and play some of these old RPGs that came out when I was growing up. And man, to be honest with you, it's probably the rose-tinted glasses hitting me hard right now. But I had an absolute blast playing Fallout 3 again. Fallout 3 came out during a time where I didn't have any internet and there wasn't a lot of money to go around. So we had to rent our video games. I remember renting Fallout 3 for my PlayStation. And when we finally rented it from my local movie gallery, my AV cable stopped working. I only had video, no audio. So like my first 12 hours of Fallout 3 was spent playing it with no audio at all. Alright, that's enough going down memory lane. I need to wrap this up. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please like the video, please subscribe and hit the bell. It helps the channel a lot and it means a lot to me. If you want to help support the channel, please consider joining my Patreon. I've been trying to work out how I should reward patrons apart from just like early previews and that kind of stuff. So since I'm in that part of my 20s now, I've officially started a podcast. Yes, that is what you just heard. It's nothing too crazy. It's mainly just me and a couple buddies just telling stories and talking about what's going on. You might get some behind the scenes things on what I'm working on. That's all just $1. So if you want to become a patron, you get that on the side as well, apart from early access to videos. If you don't want to deal with Patreon, I do have a donation link in the description. And finally, please join the Discord. I want people in there. Love to get to meet some of you guys. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next one.